Okay. To be honest, I'm okay. Sorry, I'm returning. Sorry for the interruption. I have technical difficulties. But okay, now we are in a dilemma to respond this story. Civil Wars. No comment. I say no comment.
You are forbidden from leaving the Skyfaring Commission until the aforementioned questions have been investigated.
Don't be too harsh, Yukong. If this gets out, the whole galaxy will think the Alliance has forgotten how to treat our guests.
General Jing Yuan.
Ah,
It's
what you get
very
here?
unlikely that the Express has joined forces with the Stellaron hunters. They are mortal enemies, after all. Apologies for interrupting your meeting. My name is Jing Yuan. I'm the general of the Cloud Knights here on the Law Fu.
Oh yeah, I remember. Jingwen also voices Zino on Genshin Impact. You mean Sayu? Xander Alejandro's up. So that's the reason why I decided to pull for him maybe in the next version. I'm really expecting this new one. Anyway,
General, this is an internal affair for the Law Fu.
I fully agree with you, Helm Master Yukong. This is indeed an internal affair. I am sorry, guests of the Astral Express. It is true that there is a Stellaron on the Lofu, but I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer to help resolve the issue. This is a Xianzhou matter, and it is our responsibility to handle it. Of course, it would be inappropriate of me to let you return without something to show for it. While I cannot accept your help with regard to the Stellaron, I do have a favor to ask. Please, after you.
huh?
The Astral Express. I must confess that the train's reputation precedes it, such that it is often close to my thoughts. How delightful to come face to face with its passengers.
Um, rightfully.
It's an honor to meet you, General. May I ask what the favor you spoke of is?
A matter that requires capable people such as yourselves. We captured a member of the Stellaron Hunters a few days ago, who goes by the name of Blade. During our investigation, the Divination Commission, the department in charge of intelligence processing, intercepted a transmission sent out by his accomplice, Kafka, who has managed to hide aboard the ship. As for where that transmission was destined,
The Express.
I have some knowledge of your relationship with the Stellaron Hunters. The Divination Commission is convinced that you made an alliance with them. I say that's impossible. The crew of the Astral Express are honorable people whose valiant deeds are lauded across the universe. There must have been a misunderstanding. As such, I came to the conclusion that the communication must have been an attempt by the Stellaron Hunters to sow dissent between us.
Maybe they have other motives.
We can handle the Stellaron, but it will take time and will require the bulk of the Cloud Knights on the ship. It is this Kafka that concerns me. The longer she stays on the ship, the bigger the threat she will pose. Since the Stellaron Hunters lured you to our ship, we shall move with the current. You are hereby authorized to do as you deem fit on the Lofu, with the goal of bringing Kafka out of the shadows and under our control.
Well, that changes
Doing
our
so will
goal.
clear the misunderstanding between us, reveal the true intentions of the Stellaron Hunters, and help us understand their connection to the Stellaron Burst. What say you, my astral guests?
Well, that kind of turnaround. Wait, are we here to save Blade? And what we do after we got Blade? That's it? Hmm. But to be honest, Teleron Hunters are quite an enemy, but Kafka is the one who bring me to life. Well, let's see.
What do you think?
Well, let's move the current anyway. We can do that, but Stellan, uh, I can't keep it to myself. But let's do that first, I guess.
If you are able to capture this Stellaron hunter, the Xianzhou will be indebted to you. The Luofu never fails to reward that which is given.
Okay.
Wonderful. It's a deal then. I shall notify Yukong that all intel is to be shared with you, and that our best personnel are to aid you in your search. If there is anything the Skyfaring Commission or the Cloud Knights can do for you during your stay, don't hesitate to make it known.
Well, we do what we want to do, but always stick back to our main goal about the star. So we may be a bit undercover. The check into the website because they understand it goes on such time or whatever. Also, when talking to Hello there.
I've heard of you. The Alliance is very interested in the Astral Express.
Late.
Blade is wanted by both the Corporation and the Alliance. I'm afraid I cannot comment on his file.
Kafka?
There are 5 known members of the Stellaron Hunters. Elio is their leader, but always stays behind the scenes. Most of the operations are led by Kafka.
Well, at least I get to know
Had the
about...
Divination Commission not intercepted her encrypted transmission, she would have remained undetected for much longer.
Well, at least we know about the... At least we also want to know about the Stellar Hunters. I don't know why it exists and why it does interrupt us, so we really want to know about it.
Bring her to us.
Huh. I don't say anything. This guy controlling the people around here.
Ordinary means may prove futile when it comes to this individual. But the Divination Commission has ways of... Don't misunderstand me. The Xianzhou does not engage in torture. Retrieving intel does not necessarily involve the use of violence. In any case, you can deliver her directly to us. Once we learn something, I will share every piece of information with you. If things go as planned, I would love to. We had heard nothing of the Express for a long time. I have other matters to attend.
Thank you. Oh, she's left. Alright. Let's discuss first.
I think we only scratched the surface of this General Jing Yuan.
Yeah. Seems suspicious, I guess.
Oh? Care to elaborate?
Why will you stop us from first? Why do you ask us to go after Kafka?
Yes, there's something about this point. That's it. A minor detail, but curious. He avoided talking about Blade.
Oh, yeah.
Since the Cloud Knights have already captured a Stellaron hunter, why not use him to get to Kafka? Why rely on us? The Xianzhou is reluctant to involve outsiders in the Stellaron disaster, so why is it so keen on letting us capture a Stellaron hunter?
Bad point. They have escaped.
Yes. The only sensible conclusion I can draw is that Blade had already escaped when Jing Yuan spoke to us, provided they even captured him in the first place.
Bad point.
Therefore, given our connection to Kafka, we represent the only way of luring the Stellaron hunters in. That's why he asked for our help. He didn't want to let anyone else find out that Blade had already escaped.
Nice.
Now that we've figured that out, Perhaps we can get closer to the core of what's happening here.
So how are we gonna deal with that? Okay, let's speak to you.
Seeing as the General gave the order, the Skyfaring Commission will lend you our full support. The Stellaron Hunter investigation is in your hands now. I'll issue you a pass so you can access the facilities around Starskiff Haven. As for personnel, the skyports are currently all under maintenance, so we're thinly stretched. What I can do is send Tingyun as your guide. She'll take care of you during your stay.
So our mission today in Lofu is we have to defeat the Stellar Hunters. So yeah, when expected, I guess we're ready. Not so much, what do you do?
What do you make of this, Chung Yuan?
Handsome?
I'm not asking about. He's much easier to talk to than that Yukong. Their attitude.
Wait, I should ask again.
We've got to.
Okay, never mind. You just give me that moment. Hi, Secretary. Save it. Already. Alright. I'll talk to you later. Healing spray. Guess we have nothing to do here. Let's move on.
Master Diviner, you heard our discussion. What do you make of it?
What do I make of it? The way of heaven is apparent, but the heart of humanity is often deceptive. Are you asking me to divine their true intentions?
That won't be necessary. The crew has nothing to do with the incident. Of that, I am almost certain. It isn't their intentions that trouble me. All I want is for them to lure out the one we're after.
Oh, Kafka?
Wasn't that my idea, General?
Indeed. Your counsel has always been a great help to me. You may use your discretion on the matters ahead of us.
Why don't you retire early and I use my discretion full time?
It is still too soon, unfortunately. If something goes wrong, you'll need a general to take the blame. How could I simply walk away and put you at such risk?
If you'd brought me that blade earlier, none of this would have been necessary. Wait, what are you up to exactly? Xingyuan, did you let him escape on purpose?
So, well, theories has been on point. So Blade did escape.
Me? I had no idea he might escape. Unlike you, my gaze never travels beyond the horizon. I take full responsibility. The Cloud Knights failed in their duty.
Not bad.
I can understand. There's a lot to take care of on the Xinzhou. You were bound to miss something. Thank goodness I'm here. On that note, perhaps it's about time you finally nominate me as your successor when the Six Charioteers next convene.
Yes. I have to go now. I'll leave this in your overwhelmingly capable hands, Fu Shen. There are three things in the world that I can't seem to rid myself of. The troubles of the Xianzhou, the papers on my desk, and the weeds in my garden.
General, Diviner Fu wants the General's position for herself. Everyone knows that.
She is very capable, but her intellect is burdened by a quick temper. I'll retire when she's achieved a better balance.
This Stellaron thing is easy. Blade escaped. Now we gotta go get him. Just say the word, and I'll solve this in a flash.
I can understand your impatience, and I know you want to prove yourself. Now is not the time. If you truly wish to become Sword Champion, you shouldn't be running around brandishing your sword at people, especially not a major criminal.
You think I'd lose to Blade?
I'm saying you need to have patience, Yanqing. Governing Xianzhou is different from a sword fight. The only way to build momentum is to work slowly. Besides, we still don't know who's really moving the chess pieces. There is something we must take care of before making our next move. As long as it remains unresolved, we're at a stalemate. That something is the Stellaron. How did it manage to bypass the Skyfaring Commission's inspections and the Divination Commission's predictions? Where is it now?
I say we bring those two Stellaron hunters before Diviner Fu. She'll get an answer out of them in no time.
You wish?
I've asked our friends from the Express to take care of that for us. Worry not, you'll have your moment when the current stalemate is broken.
Really?
You are my most trusted aide, and there are some things that I would only assign to you. Speaking of which, Yangqing.
Okay, he's gone.
That boy.
Reluctant.
I suppose it is my fault. I should have given him an opportunity already. A sharp sword can't stay sheathed forever. My fear is that this might prove too big a setback. Bigger than his exuberance.
Ah. Okay, I kinda take that point there. So what are we gonna do now? Not a call, man. Seems like you take a bit longer check. Faster than you perform metals. And let's see if anything's interesting. Can I go through some of this place?
Folks, if you're looking for a place to wait out the storm,